Last week, the U.S. Congress sent the $13 billion Gerald R Ford aircraft carrier to the Mediterranean Sea for security reasons because of the escalating situation in Israel. However, before that, the ship received a serious modernization, during which it gained incredible abilities. In addition to being the largest aircraft carrier in the world and equipped with advanced weapon systems, the best ship's defense of our time, and a squadron of 90 state-of-the-art aircraft, it was given a real laser weapon capable of burning through enemy equipment. Together with Israeli warships and the most powerful fighters, Gerald R Ford can change the course of the war. But first things first. To strengthen its position in world politics and express concern about the situation in Israel, the United States, and the Pentagon in particular, decided to move its best ship to the Mediterranean, creating moral and physical pressure on the enemy. As the Parliament noted, the strike group, which includes Gerald R Ford, is the best solution to deter aggression. Perhaps it's worth explaining how the United States can influence the course of the war, and even from the sea.
So there is a high bill up front for this carrier, without a doubt. It's a first of class, but it is designed from the outset to operate more efficiently and to have greater availability due to the reduced maintenance requirements.
Of course, Israel will not stand aside and will back up the power of the Gerald R Ford with its powerful fleet of the latest corvettes and submarines, which may even surpass the American aircraft carrier. However, the Gerald R Ford was designed as an ultimatum weapon. You should learn more about it. It turned out to be really huge. If you want to understand its size, imagine a 110-story building that's placed on water, and you'll get only its length. This behemoth is powered by 2 nuclear reactors, which allow the aircraft carrier to serve for 25 years.
And the foundation that we're building here today at Gerald R Ford will last for the next 50-plus years. It will last throughout our lives. If we get this right, Gerald R Ford will go on to be not just the most technologically advanced warship from the Navy.
Its truck-sized cannons are capable of destroying any city with just one shot. It would seem that there are no threats to the Gerald R Ford. However, it may not be able to withstand massive missile attacks because it only has the Centurion C-RAM among its air defense systems, or rather, it was the only one, because after modernization, the ship received the most powerful laser system. In 2014, the first of these lasers, the 33-kilowatt SCQ-3, was developed and successfully tested on the amphibious transport ship USS Ponce. This became the starting point for the creation of even more powerful lasers. One such laser, the 60-kilowatt Helios, developed by Lockheed Martin, is capable of blinding enemy equipment and in some cases causing internal explosions of the target. However, even such power is not enough to counter hypersonic missiles that threaten Israel. To cope with this challenge, a tactical ultra-short pulse laser has been developed that has incredible power comparable to the power of the sun. This system is integrated on the USS Ford and is optimized to work with the energy generated by the ship's nuclear reactor. Its power reaches 400 kilowatts, so it can literally cut metal. And of course, the incredible range of 18 miles is a real breakthrough for lasers. For example, Israel's best laser system, the Iron Beam, can only shoot down targets at a distance of 6 miles. At the same time, Israel has installed a modernized laser on the aircraft, which will perfectly complement the protective characteristics of the Ford aircraft carrier group, which includes Israeli ships. The aircraft will also process and send information for tactical awareness of all groups of troops, and it's a perfect tandem of technologies. The Gerald R Ford with laser weapons will help to defend the coastline from enemy missile attacks, but it can also destroy aircraft with the REM 116 system. This cannon looks like something out of a science fiction movie and holds 20 missiles capable of shooting down targets at a flight speed of over 2,200 miles per hour. But perhaps the most important part of the Gerald R Ford is its airstrike group, consisting of 90 fighters and helicopters. According to a Pentagon spokesman, before the operation to deploy the aircraft carrier to the Mediterranean, Washington also reinforced squadrons of American F-35, F-15, and F-16 fighters, which are on board the Ford, and which, by the way, are also at Israel's disposal. It's worth saying a few words about these aircraft. The F-16 is a versatile weapon because it's the best fourth-generation fighter ever built. It's able to withstand even more modern aircraft due to its significant maneuverability and high speed of 1,300 miles per hour. Its unique feature is its ability to use both hypersonic missiles and bomber shells, so it'll be useful in any military scenario.
It was conceived of as a lightweight, low-cost fighter primarily for air-to-air, but it evolved to possess air-to-air and air-to-ground, a true multi-role fighter.
The F-35 is doing even better, as it's considered one of the most advanced modern fighters, and this fame is deserved due to the introduction of the latest technological advances. This includes laser and missile weapons, as well as a unique engine that allows the aircraft to perform vertical takeoff and landing, which is best suited for aircraft carriers.
It's the best flying aircraft I've had the opportunity to fly.
And finally, the F-15 is a real winner among fighters. Despite the fact that it was launched in 1980, the aircraft still remains in the ranking of the fastest fighters, and even the F-35 can't cope with it. 1,900 miles per hour is a very high figure today, and with a flight range of almost 3,100 miles, this fighter has no equal. With the striking power of the Gerald R Ford, the Israeli military can be confident in its defense. But despite the presence of such a giant, they've also activated their Navy, and there's something to see there too. For example, Sa'ar 5 class corvette. The corvettes of this class are among the most powerful and multi-purpose warships in the world. The Sa'ar 5 can carry Gabriel Mk3 missiles to attack coastal areas. They may have a range of only 24 miles, but they're extremely maneuverable, and shooting them down is a real problem for an enemy who wants to occupy the coastal area. To protect against airborne threats, the Sa'ar 5 is equipped with a Barak anti-aircraft missile system that fires a swarm of missiles flying at speeds of over 2,300 miles per hour. Israel also has Dolphin submarines, which are a terrible weapon for destroying enemy ships. The submarine is 223 feet long and is armed with Jericho-3 ballistic missiles that can carry nuclear warheads. These submarines can perform strategic missions and provide the second level of Israel's nuclear surveillance. The Dolphin is capable of diving to a depth of 1,150 feet and has a range of about 7,000 nautical miles, which makes it possible to outflank the enemy from an unexpected angle and destroy it before it can detect the submarine. The Dolphin submarines provide Israel with a strategic nuclear capability and can perform a variety of maritime operations in the country's interests. These submarines perform an important role in ensuring Israel's security and defense. The presence of such a fleet in the Mediterranean Sea should create a reliable support for Israel in the war with the enemy, and will also serve as a deterrent against the development of the conflict outside the state.
This ship is so different from any other ship that I've ever been on, and that holds true for all of our sailors. You know, no matter how many aircraft carriers you've been on before, you've never been on a Ford-class aircraft carrier. Everything we do is different.
Its power is unparalleled, built to dominate anywhere and anytime. The most expensive laser aircraft carrier, called the U.S. Gerald R Ford, is the newest asset in the Navy's fleet.
The foundation that we're building here today at Gerald R Ford will last for the next 50+ years. It will last throughout our lives. If we get this right, Gerald R Ford will go on to be not just the most technologically advanced warship in the Navy, but the greatest warship in the Navy.
Despite its awe-inspiring capabilities and imposing presence, its primary goal was to defend itself due to the rising tension with China. China's rapid military advancement has been a cause for concern. The unsettling development of the DF-21D hypersonic missile, capable of reaching speeds above Mach 5, also known as the carrier killer, has been a game-changer in naval warfare. The DF-21D can accurately strike moving targets at sea up to a range of 900 miles and maneuver mid-flight to avoid oncoming missiles, posing a significant threat to any naval force. In addition, China has developed autonomous underwater submarines, AUVs, like the Poseidon 6000, capable of diving to depths of 3 miles and coming equipped with detection devices such as an ultra-short baseline positioning system, an underwater camera, and forward-looking sonar. In the future, these unmanned submarines could easily be used to launch and fire torpedoes capable of destroying aircraft carriers. And that's not all. China claims to have created a satellite weapon that uses a high-power microwave capable of disabling Starlink satellites. With the persistent threat of satellite interference of coastal defense, it's no surprise the development of a laser aircraft carrier was the only option to deter the enemy's onslaught, and the United States succeeded 100%. The genesis of the USS Gerald R Ford traces back to its commission in 2009, marking the inception of an era of naval brilliance.
Today it is my great pleasure to announce that the Department of the Navy's newest aircraft carrier, CVN-78, the first in a new class of CVN-21 carriers, will be named USS Gerald R Ford.
The Gerald R Ford holds the title of the largest aircraft carrier in the world. The ship is approximately 1,106 feet long, displacing over 100,000 tons, attesting to its colossal size. However, its modernized design, power supply, and weaponry set it apart. It boasts a newly designed nuclear reactor, the A-1B reactor, capable of producing 2.5 times the electricity of the reactors installed on its predecessor, the Nimitz-class carriers. This advanced power generation is crucial for its cutting-edge weaponry, including the electromagnetic aircraft launch and laser weapon systems.
This ship is so different from any other ship that I've ever been on, and that holds true for all of our sailors. You know, no matter how many aircraft carriers you've been on before, you've never been on a Ford-class aircraft carrier.
Several options were considered when installing a laser onto the USS Gerald Ford. For example, the Helios, or high-energy laser with integrated optical dazzler and surveillance. It uses a 60-kilowatt laser to disable or destroy unmanned aerial systems and small boats, making it an excellent asset for intelligence gathering. Another contender was Athena. This ground-based system can fire a 30-kilowatt laser that can burn through the hulls of enemy drones and other targets. However, among these options, the laser weapon system that truly stands out is the LAWS laser weapon system, developed by the U.S. Navy in conjunction with industry partners Lockheed Martin. The LAWS was the choice for the USS Gerald R Ford. The LAWS can output up to 30 kilowatts of directed energy with exceptional precision. It focuses this energy into a beam of light, which, when directed at a target, causes intense heat damage. It can disrupt, disable, or destroy almost any enemy system. With the use of fiber solid-state lasers, it combines individual lasers to generate a single intense laser beam. This system allows it to be scaled up or down in power, ensuring efficient energy consumption. Despite the significant power of these systems, their operation cost is remarkably low, estimated at just about $1 a shot, a fraction of the cost of traditional kinetic defense systems. This advantage, combined with the precision and speed of the LAWS, makes it a vital component of Gerald R. Ford's defense arsenal.
Absolutely no one who would be prouder of the commissioning of this mighty ship than the President of the United States.
The aircraft carrier is equipped with a super powerful power system for the use of laser weapons. A-1B nuclear reactors developed by Bechtel Marine Propulsion Corporation power the ship and provide energy to all its components. Believe it or not, these incredible reactors have allowed the Gerald Ford to operate autonomously for more than 25 years. However, the aircraft carrier's arsenal is not limited to laser weapons. Complemented by auxiliary means such as fighters, torpedoes, and mines, the Gerald R. Ford is prepared for various combat scenarios. Its integrated warfare systems also employ advanced radio jamming and microwave weaponry, further extending its defensive and offensive capabilities. The synergy between the ship and its weapon systems, facilitated by the advanced technologies provided by Lockheed Martin, Bechtel Marine Propulsion Corporation, and other contributors, elevates the Gerald R. Ford beyond a mere vessel. It transforms into an integrated, self-sufficient weapon system capable of defending itself and projecting power across vast oceanic expanses. But the question for supremacy doesn't stop there. To make matters worse for the enemies, the introduction of stealth technology is currently under development. Researchers are developing a unique material that can absorb or reflect radar waves. The aim is to render the ship virtually invisible, vanishing entirely from the radar screens. This potent blend of overwhelming firepower and elusive invisibility positions the Gerald R. Ford not merely as an aircraft carrier, but as a strategic game-changer in the global theater of naval warfare.
There is a high bill up front for this carrier, without a doubt, as a first of class, but it is designed from the outset to operate more efficiently and to have greater availability due to the reduced maintenance requirements.
But to truly appreciate the USS Gerald R. Ford's mechanical feats, we must delve into its engineering. Powered by two A-1B nuclear reactors, each capable of generating a staggering 700 megawatts of electricity, they infuse it with unprecedented energy, enough to easily power all its weapons. The ship's helm, equipped with a state-of-the-art steering mechanism, delivers precise navigation that bellies its colossal size. Complementing this is a pair of 30-ton bronze propellers, each spanning a diameter of 21 feet. These mammoth propellers give the ship exceptional speed, reaching 34 miles per hour while maintaining remarkable maneuverability. Then comes the anchor, weighing an immense 30,000 pounds. This anchor ensures the aircraft carrier stays firm and steady amidst the most tempestuous seas. These details paint a vivid picture of the USS Gerald R. Ford as a masterpiece of military craftsmanship. The ship underscores its unparalleled might and technological advancement, with each component setting a new benchmark in naval warfare. In the grand canvas of U.S. naval lineage, the Gerald R. Ford occupies the 78th spot of illustrious aircraft carriers. With ambitions of crafting a fleet of 81, the intriguing prospect of future enhancements and variances in these naval titans captivates the imagination. Other noteworthy vessels that have etched their names in naval history include the USS Enterprise, the world's first nuclear-powered aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, the lead ship of her class of nuclear-powered supercarriers, and the USS John F. Kennedy, the last conventionally powered carrier built for the U.S. Navy. Each of these formidable contenders held their own records and set the stage for the advent of the Gerald R Ford. Initially visualized as an even more gargantuan and potent vessel, the Gerald R Ford had to adhere to design and technology constraints during its creation, yet this apparent hurdle seems to have honed its capabilities. Envision the Gerald R Ford surging at full speed, effortlessly carving its path through the turbulent sea. Despite the challenging conditions, its control over weaponry remains precise, a tribute to the stringent design and impeccable execution. It's an awe-inspiring spectacle to observe helicopters alighting on its deck amidst a storm, a flawless dance of precision and technology. Additionally, with its dual reactors powering the advanced laser weaponry and facilitating the rapid launch of aircraft, helicopters, and missiles, the Gerald R Ford essentially personifies a seafaring fortress. It's not just the sum of its features, but the harmonious integration of its parts that truly testifies to its formidable might. Every component seamlessly synchronizes from the immense hull to the advanced laser weaponry. As a result, this single vessel possesses the power to match an entire army, rewriting the very metrics of naval warfare. Reflecting on the ship's initial design objectives, it's clear that the Gerald R Ford has fulfilled its intended role and surpassed expectations in various respects. As the world's most advanced aircraft carrier, it's slated to play an increasingly important role in maintaining peace and stability in the decades to come. As we consider the future, it's intriguing to speculate about the possible countermeasures other nations might employ. Which vessels could potentially be equipped with modern weapons similar to the Gerald R Ford's laser systems? Could the advent of railguns and microwave weapons be integrated into the Ford or other ships? As we look ahead, it's evident that the Gerald R Ford's innovation journey is far from over. Exciting prospects for future upgrades and enhancements lie on the horizon, and as we await these developments, we invite you to join us on this journey. So subscribe to our channel, comment, and let us know what you want to explore in our next videos. The saga of the USS Gerald R Ford is an ongoing testament to human innovation, and we're excited to have you with us as we continue to chart its course.